Hi everyone, my name is Alan Tyler. This is my first video game review on YouTube, and the game that I want to review is Resident Evil 5. Okay, starting from anyone who's ever played the very first Resident Evil, going all the way up from 2 to 3, then there's Code Veronica, there was even a Resident Evil Gaiden, which you're going to have to find that somewhere else online because I don't want to waste my time with it. And, well, Resident Evil 5 is a continuation right off of 4 to 5 to... It all occurred within a timeline. And the cool thing about Resident Evil 5 is you can go throughout the history. Like, they have, like, a historic timeline as to when everything happened. Names, they got dates, like, everything. I'm pretty sure, like, if they took it one step further, what everyone had for lunch that day, that sort of thing. And it's not talking about like the production of the game, but like the storyline within the game itself, from like the beginning all the way up to the end. Well, the first thing I have to say about this game is it's pretty good. The controls are good. The graphics were great. The fighting was okay. I'm not much to go around and shoot the crap out of everything I see, but it's essential within this game. It's a little bit different from Resident Evil 4, the transition. Some people thought it was a good change, other people thought it was bad. Whatever, and I know some douchebag's gonna come up online and being like, well, you never understood the whole concept of the game and all this, and it was a very good game, but with the review I'm going to give it, it's not so great. I mean, when Resident Evil came out, people were scared because even though if it was low graphic, that was pretty damn good graphics for that time period. Better than a pod game. And, well, they thought that it was they thought good graphics and everything for that time period. Bear with me on that. And then they got, like, scared of this game because, oh my gosh, it's a zombie. I mean, that didn't really come around a lot, unless if it was, like, a movie. But this is a game where you had to actually, like, run around and all this. It's actually pretty scary. Well, when Resident Evil 4 rolled around, it wasn't a it wasn't exactly zombie apocalypse. It was more of Las Plagas, which was a disease and a plague or a virus that took over the people's bodies, sort of like the T virus and everything, except it was more of a parasite, more parasitic than anything, and it made everyone a serial killer instead of a flesh-eating monster. Which wasn't necessarily a bad thing, but it was sort of a change, and sometimes change is good. But taking away the zombies out of a zombie game just makes it bad. I mean, that's like taking like the puppy from the toilet paper commercial, which I can't name right now, and take away the puppy. What do you got? Toilet paper and a ton of shit, and it's not going to clean up itself. Well, then they tried to improve it with Resident Evil 5, and they tried to make us better understand the whole zombies are gone, probably gone for good. And I really could not care less because I can just go on my PS3 and get all the PS1 classics, so it didn't bother me. But the one thing that kind of did piss me off is the transition from, since it started on PS2 and it stayed on Sony and PlayStation throughout this entire time it was gone, is as soon as Resident Evil 5 popped up, it was on Xbox 360 as well. Which, okay, granted, PS3 and Xbox 360, they're like kind of going hand in hand, but the only thing that pisses me off is there's so many few games that can actually be played on the PS3 and the 360. Like, they come out for both. Like, Left 4 Dead can only be on the PC and the 360. Why? Bill Gates is a fucktard. Well, I guess my final verdict on Resident Evil 5, 3 out of 5, because it was a horrible, or it wasn't a horrible, it was less horror. It did terrible in the scaring jumping part. Like, I didn't want to exactly be, like, jump the crap, like, jump and hit my head off my ceiling, but I just kind of didn't want to sit there and crap my pants because this game is so bad that I'm going to die, and just to see what would happen if I were to die. Alright, well, that's all the time we have for today. I will catch you all later, and good day.